Action.
Action.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome to Needles at the Ready.
Needles at the Ready podcast, episode 8. Today is Saturday, April 18th,
2020.
2020. I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray. And that's it.
And it's a wrap.
Nice to... Thanks, guys.
Stage left.
Deuces.
Right? Is that what you say?
Exit. Stage left. That cartoon guy. I forgot what his name was, though. So, hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We've done this,
8 times.
8 times.
Kind of 9.
Yeah.
Last week was kind of a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Last
Still
week
as
was
awkward
5.
as the first time.
Look, it's never
The intro.
It's never gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Let's just throw it out there.
Especially that we're not having any shticks involved.
No shticks.
No. But before we push record, and I'm still looking over here.
That's all right.
Son of a gun.
It's gonna change though.
I was going to say before we push record, we pointed out, knew where the camera was, so we didn't have to.
Well, the good thing is that the next one, so episode 9, maybe we'll start getting our crap together.
Maybe
We'll have a new setup.
Yep.
And then the camera will be probably dead center, so it'll make a little more sense.
Yeah, it'll be like a something.
Hopefully, if all goes well.
Yeah. I was just looking. Our bookshelf looks a little bit of a disaster.
What do you mean? Our books?
Yeah.
No, I think
It's
our
a little
books look
unorganized right there.
above my head.
Yeah.
Those are the knitting books.
I know, but that one that's not put in is starting to give me a little
Well,
anxiety.
then you can take care of that afterwards.
Yeah.
So, all right. So it's been 2 weeks since we podcasted.
Sure has.
It's been 1 week since our live, and our live was a ton of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I was so surprised that we had people.
Anyone.
Yeah. We're like, I don't know if anybody's gonna come, and then we're like, it's Easter. I don't know.
Yes, which we didn't think about.
Nope. And then, of course, it was Hohi's 40th birthday.
Which we didn't know.
And so we were looking up because she posted on Instagram saying it was going to be whatever time zone that she's in.
I think it...
And she's like 3 p.m. her time zone. I'm like, ooh, what is that? So I looked it up, and of course it was 2 p.m. That was when we were going to go, the same exact time. But we still had people come, which was really exciting. I think we got 130 people all at the same time, and people were chatting and...
Yeah, we had fellow podcasters. We had Sweet Tea No Shade.
Yeah.
And we had, oh my gosh, I'm thinking Needles at the Ready, and it's so not.
No, we're Needles at the Ready.
I know we're Needles at the Ready.
Sweet Tea No Shade. Did you say
Fiber Hustle.
Fiber Hustle came.
I'm like, not
yeah.
Yes.
No, it was fun. It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And Kevin makes fun of me because I watched it back.
Oh, yes.
So, but I found that, because we watch podcasts, and even when we catch up on lives from the Grocery Girls or whatever, we watch them on our TV.
Yes.
So I was watching us back just to kind of see what the quality was and all the other stuff.
Don't lie.
Shut up.
Don't try.
So
wait.
Anyway, it's my turn to talk.
You do not do that to watch.
Well, I'm quality control. Yeah, it's quality control.
There's never been any constructive feedback or anything that's changed. After every episode, as soon as it goes up, the next 45 minutes to an hour and a half, that whatever the length is, he's done. He watches. He's like, oh, you don't want to watch? I'm like, no, I actually just lived through the whole experience myself.
But because we don't plan this out, we just say whatever we want to say, and it's cool, yeah. But I don't even remember what we said half the time.
I don't. I actually don't remember what I'm saying as I say it. Most of the
same.
time, so.
I don't know what we just said 33 minutes and 39 seconds ago. But anyway, so I was watching it back. If I finish my story,
to do quality control,
little QC on our live, and found that if you watch it on an iPad or a computer or your phone, you can actually see the chat.
It's a setting.
Yeah. So if you go there to find our video, underneath the video. Now, of course, I have to go find the video. Because I don't want to say something.
But for instance, when we go back and we watch Grocery Girls.
Oh, look here.
Her live one. There's no chat.
Oops. Yeah, so you click live chat. So do you guys see? No, you can't.
You have to lower your...
But I don't know how to do that. I can't remember. Still. Anyway, you probably all know this. But you push the little live chat button right there, and you can actually see the chat scrolling.
I think, though, that's only if you have the setting activated.
What setting?
So there's a setting when you're going live,
once
it's posted, where you can have the chat included or not.
Oh, really?
So I think you actually have to request it that way in order for it to show. I don't think if we go back and we look at a Grocery Girls one, we can click live chat and see the live chat because they don't have their set up that way. At least that's my understanding.
Okay.
I saw.
Well, it was really interesting, to see because we missed a bunch of comments, obviously, and it was neat to like go back and kind of see and what we missed, and everybody's like interaction was really fun.
So outside. So how's your last 2 weeks been? Like I don't know. But...
I don't really know. It's been okay. It's just been busy, acclimating to the new job and stuff too, and it's different. I think I like it a lot. So there's that, but we're still in crisis, obviously. So my job's a little bit stressful.
Yeah. Well, and you were home too. For
yep,
almost a week.
Yeah, I worked from home a little bit, and then I wasn't feeling so good, so I ended up needing to get swabbed and tested and whatever, which I'm good. But it's scary. It's a scary world for sure, and these times are kind of scary. But, yeah, that's pretty much my week.
Look at me! I can pull my hair over my ear now.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. It's falling.
Don't be dramatic.
Look,
you're so dramatic.
My last 2 weeks, they've been all right. So this week actually was good. So Kelly Clarkson came out with a new song, which I love because
I haven't heard the whole thing yet.
It's really cool. She does it. I think there's 5 versions of it in 5 different languages.
Really?
That she actually sings them all.
She does?
In the different languages with other artists from the respective country.
I didn't know that.
So I think it's called Dare to Love. So Kelly Clarkson's my favorite probably artist.
Yeah, we love Kelly Clarkson.
I think that every album of hers, there's at least one song that just like hits me. And I believe every concert she's had in Connecticut I've gone to. So that was fun. I've watched a lot of movies. Mm-hmm. Played some video games. I left the house today.
Yeah, today.
It's my 2-week anniversary of leaving the house, so I left again today. And I got toilet paper, paper towels, and tissues. All at the same store with all the rest of the groceries.
At BJ's, so it was like bulk.
BJ's. Yep. Bulk.
So we're good for a little while.
We're good until the next.
But you said that they had a good selection, right? A good stock.
Yeah, I went at.
And you went a little bit.
Well, I went at 9 in the morning, so they open up at 6:30. They do 6:30 to 8 o'clock for people over 60, I think, and then 8 o'clock it opens to the public, and then there's a little bit of a line to get in, a long line to check out because they were directing traffic, making sure people were 6 feet apart. They did have arrows on some of the floors to like direct traffic, but nobody really followed them, so I don't understand the point of that. But it was a successful trip. It was good.
I couldn't believe when you came home with all that stuff because we're not allowed to go shopping together.
Yeah, we can't. Only one
family member is allowed to go.
Although,
did people break the rules?
They did break the rules. I now remember. I've seen multiple people out. Only 2. I mean, that's way different than a family of like 5 or 6 going grocery shopping. But, one couple, they had 2 separate carriages, so that kind of makes sense. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, we were playing it safe.
We'll let them pass.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
so
we did some knitting. Not. I don't feel like we did a ton of knitting, to be honest.
I did. I feel like I did. I knit on a bunch of different things.
Yeah, me too.
This wasn't a monogamous
week.
2 weeks for me.
Agreed. Same here.
Yeah, I feel like I knit on a bunch of different things. I showed it during the live. I had started my Rose City rollers. I'm scrapping them. I'm not happy with the size. So, there's several hours of knitting kind of right down the drain, but I'd rather make something that's going to fit. So I think I'm going to do my normal, take them out and do them again, but on my 2.5, 64 stitches and see. I think that really just kind of works for me.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to stick with that for my socks. But other than that, I knit on 3, outside of that, because I've knit on that since the last podcast, I believe. And then between the podcast and the live, I was knitting on those, and now I've stopped the Rose City rollers. So then on top of that, I've been knitting on 3 other items.
Okay. So let's start showing some stuff.
All right, yeah. Let's get into the knitting content, because this is a knitting podcast, if you guys weren't aware.
Yeah. Though we do deviate a little bit. I don't know.
I will deviate all the time if it jumps in. If something pops up here, it's going to come out of here. And that's just kind of how we're going to roll. All right.
Your eyes look really good with that shirt.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're green.
Yeah. Your eyes change color.
That's how I say I know I was supposed to be gay.
Yeah.
Because my eyes
coordinate
my
your outfits?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Look. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, so knitting. So what do we got? I have 1 FO.
I have 3 whips. So you have an FO, so you go with your FO.
So I'll go with this. This is... Watch my hair. This is... oh, wow. This is courtesy of... This is the Corona cut. 2020.
The Corona no cut.
The Corona no cut 2020. So this Now, I'm just gonna show this real quick, and we can talk about it. So this is the Ross hat by Ross from Smells Like Yarn. Very simple, free pattern. This yarn is luscious. Luscious. So now I can put this back on. So you can see like it's got some nice pooling to it. So this originally started from the last podcast. This started as my Cool Haas by Jared Flood.
Yep.
Kevin and I kind of talked about it. I wasn't really feeling it. I think, well, you guys saw where we were on the last podcast.
You maybe got a repeat.
Yeah,
maybe
I got
two.
like 8 rows done, maybe like 10 rows done, and I just was not happy. I just wasn't happy with the pattern. Not the pattern, but how it looked with this yarn.
It wasn't translating well.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
yarn into that pattern. It wasn't.
Right.
It didn't. Neither one benefited from the other.
Mm-mm. So like I think it's going to go very well with a tonal yarn. It's worsted weight, so we definitely have some worsted weight that I can probably use.
Or do a fingering held double.
I've never done that before. Maybe.
I do.
But
like
again,
Alolo
it's like
did it.
Oh,
did
yeah,
it
no.
fingering.
See, I wanted to do 12 pairs of socks with those. I wanted to save little. Although no, I couldn't do that. I was gonna say I can kind of like do like a scrappy.
No,
but then that would be way too confusing.
Well, you could for a sock. You could do a
That's my
scrappy
plan.
sock.
So my ultimate plan is to do 12 pairs of socks with the Lolo Did It yarn that we get. This is part of the club because there's 12 months.
That's mine too, and I haven't made one pair of socks.
You haven't even made a cake out of any of them. I don't
No, I haven't caked. Yes, I did. I started the socks.
Oh yeah, you did.
Skip. The skip socks, which I think I'm gonna take out too.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were planned on that like a month ago.
I never made a decision. They're just still sitting somewhere in a bag.
So anyway, I'm gonna have leftover yarn from Lolo Did It. So I'm gonna try to use all 12 colors. Because I think by that point I should be comfortable enough with my knitting.
I think we get 13 actually.
Oh, we do.
We get a bonus one if we complete the 12 months. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
I know we get a bonus something. I wasn't sure if it was a skein of yarn or if it was like maybe like I don't know, something else. But anyway, so I was not happy with that pattern and this yarn together. This yarn is absolutely amazing yarn. It is Northbound Knitting. This was part of our other club colorway, the gray club colorway that Northbound Knitting had. And this was the February one. It's in her Steely Knives colorway. It's an MCN worsted 80% merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. This is not getting washed out. It's because we're having like a really crappy day out there. I have 43 grams left over after doing this hat. So I re-caked it up this morning just so I would have it because it's such great yarn. I really want to use it again. It's so soft. Did you feel this?
Yes.
It's so soft. It smells really good too. Isn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what it reminds. It has a. You know what? This is why people like
alpaca.
Yep, that's what alpaca.
Really? I've never knit with alpaca before.
Alpaca is soft like that.
Yeah. Well, so this hat is amazing. I did do a little alteration because Ross's hat is, it's pretty much his vanilla hat. It's super easy. If you guys haven't tried it, try it. The written pattern, I believe it's written for a 1x1 ribbing. I did 2x2, just because I like how it looks a little bit better. And he likes his hats more fitted, like a beanie. It's a free pattern. So I think you do, like he says, 5.5 to 6 inches of knitting. I did 7.5, I think.
From cast on edge? You did 7.5
from cast on edge.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'll have to measure it. But anyway, so I did a little bit extra. I like a more slouchier type of hat. This isn't like super slouch like our stock head. Yeah.
Stock head.
Whatever. But it fits beautifully. I did the 80 stitches. It's just a really simple. I like his decreases are very simple. It's a very easy pattern. I would definitely recommend that. So anyway, I did that with this yarn. I will be doing the Cool Haas again. I just have to find a good yarn. I might go out of my comfort zone and do a different different color.
We have knit picks though. We have a bunch of knit picks. It's not worsted though. That's a lie. it's worsted. It's not superwash, but we do have knit
Okay.
picks, which
Well, so I
actually
think-
will do really well.
Right,
I
because
find
the stitch
that,
definition would be a little bit
right.
better with those like non-superwash
especially
yarns.
because that pattern specifically is knit, I think, with Loft,
Okay.
I believe. So knit picks, I mean, it's obviously not the same quality,
Right.
But it's going to have some of the same properties
Yeah.
because it's non-superwash. So it'll have some of the same properties as Loft does.
Good.
So I think that would give, and I'm sure that we have plenty of them, that 2 skeins, because they're 50-gram balls. So I'm sure there's 2 that we have that you can use
Yeah.
to do the Cool House.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. That would be great. So that's my FO. That's the only FO I believe that we have here.
Yeah, I have no FO this week.
Yeah.
Not a.
I know.
Not a
I don't even have a
single-
hoe.
I don't have any hose either.
No. No hose. 1 FO.
Yep.
Boy.
But like, yeah, I feel like we did other stuff.
We did. We did do a lot of other stuff.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
How many whips do you have?
3.
3. I have 3 whips too.
Great.
All right, so let's go with whip number 1. I don't know which one this is.
Okay.
So this is in
Surprise
my
bag.
Harry Potter Dumbledore's Army bag. This is from Twinkle and Twilight on Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure that we link their store.
Mm-hmm. I love how they feel. Like
I
she,
do.
Yeah.
There's,
the fabric is like thick and
Well, there's a really nice
Soft.
interfacing in here that's
Yeah.
not super stiff. It almost feels like quilt-like,
yeah.
but it's not the basting, I believe is what it's called, that you use for a quilt. It has a little Deathly Hollows.
Kind of matches our. That's where we got our inspiration for our logo. FYI.
Yes. Okay. Oh, this is my Oh, hey there. I haven't looked at this in a couple of days. This is my Boneyard shawl.
Oh, yeah.
So we started our Boneyard.
I feel like you
Boneyard
did this
shawls.
in a day.
Oh, and I'm mid-row. What am I doing?
I don't know, but I would have such anxiety. I would wake up in the middle of the night and come down and do it.
All right.
finish it
So
off. Kevin, it looks so good. You have such good. You're such a good knitter.
thanks. So here's Boneyard shawl. This is a free pattern by Stephen West.
Holy cow!
Cast on with 5 stitches, and then you do your increases. Make one lefts, make 1 rights. I have these on my Addy size 8s.
Yeah, US
right?
8s.
US 8s, 5mm. I use my long Addies, my 5-inch, I think, for these.
Oh, I bet that would be good. I'm using short needles.
Yeah, I do like. So again, I think sometimes we talk about it with needles a lot. People's favorite needles and blah blah blah, and wood and metal. I think length helps a lot too, because when you're using this, like, it falls.
Yeah, and so it's easier to keep the stitches close so you can kind of get into a better flow.
I think that short needles are great for hats and socks.
Yeah.
Long needles are really good for sweaters and shawls.
Oh,
like,
that's good
at
to
least
know.
sweater body. Short needles are good for the sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a sweater expert. I knit one.
I trust you.
That's my opinion. So what I'm doing here, I'm using 3 colors for this because I'm going to try
Because
to
you're
get
ambitious.
fancy with this.
Ooh, the cord looks nice. Oh, it's stiff though.
I am using, yes, Addy cords are stiff. I'm using 2 colors of Arbor by Brooklyn
Oh
Tweed.
my god, it's beautiful.
So we have Sashiko.
Oh, because last podcast you didn't make a decision as to what colors you were
No,
going
I
to
don't.
use.
I
You were
think
all
I was
over
still
the
like
map.
all over the place.
Yeah.
We have Butte,
Oh, it's gorgeous.
and then I am using
This one.
Cascade. What is this? Aegean?
Aegean wool.
Aegean tweed.
Tweed.
In, I forget the color, but we're gonna call this color 6. It's just a nice heathered gray.
Yeah.
So my intention.
It's a cool gray.
Yeah, I
It's like
actually.
bluish undertones.
So I'm gonna talk about later.
Let's hold them all 3 together.
So here's the 3 together. This is actually going to be the setup of it. I'm gonna go blue gray. And then
fade.
the Butte,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to do gray again, and then the second skein of the Butte, then gray again, and then I'm going to finish with the blue.
Okay. It's gorgeous. Honestly, your stitches, everything is so. Wait till you see mine. It's nothing like that.
So I'm sure it is.
No,
so
it's
the
not.
way I plan on doing it is I did a bunch of blue. I did 2 rows of gray. I'm going to do 8 rows of blue, 4 rows of gray, and just keep doing it that way till
So like a striped fade.
I fade out of the blue, and then
Okay.
I'm going to do probably 2 sections of gray, and then I'm going to fade into the orange, fade out
Wow, that's gonna look really cool.
into gray, 2 sections of gray, fade into the orange, again a second skein of orange, fade out, and just kind of do that way. So it might be a little bit big, I think, But it's nice because it's a really, I mean, it's such an easy knit.
It is.
Knits and pearls.
Although I was having trouble.
And
I was having trouble doing it like when and chatting at the same time.
I love pearls. I think that you have. I hated pearls when I first started knitting.
I don't hate them. They're awkward
no,
for me right now.
I dislike them. Oh, I know why I'm in the middle row, and this is why I haven't worked on it. I knit this row. I shouldn't have. I have to go back and take out this row.
The whole row?
Just one. Half a row. So yeah. So this is my Boneyard shawl.
Okay. I guess I can show mine.
So yeah, while you're showing yours, I'm going to take out
so
the
like
row.
you can definitely tell a difference. So it could be the yarn too, because like what you have.
Like my Brooklyn tweed yarn has like more body.
Right. This is a little bit. This is definitely woolen spun. This yarn, here. Like I don't know if.
There you go.
Yeah. You can kind of see like how airy it is. There. I don't know. There's some spacing. I don't know. It's a little airier.
It's not as tightly spun as the Brooklyn tweed is.
Yeah, totally. So this is mine.
You've made a lot of progress on yours, though.
I feel like I have too. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. So this is mine. But you know what? I think it is yarn. I think it is the yarn. So like mine, mine is definitely airier. I think.
Yes.
Like the spacing, it could be my tension too. But I'm wondering if once this gets blocked out, because this is not a superwash.
No, none of these.
No, these are not superwash. Oh, yours is not either.
No.
But it's it's actually very drapey. Like it feels very drapey in my hands.
I think yours will end up being very drapey. What I love about yours is in the yellow, I love the flecks of tweed in there.
Yeah, there's some random flecks, and it's not like in your face. Like you can just see like random bits.
Like oranges.
Yeah.
A lot of
I do like these colors together though. I did kind of like mess up a little bit here.
Where?
Right here. I think I did a left-sided increase when I should have done a right. But this is the beginning of the shawl. It started here. So So I hadn't gotten into my flow yet. So like once I get down here it's a little bit better. But this is a lot of fun. I really do think this is a lot of fun.
This is your largest knitting project.
I've never knit anything larger.
I think it's a really good shawl to start with. If you've never knit a shawl, I would highly recommend this.
Yep.
For a free pattern. It just kind of gets you in. It gets you in the flow of make one lefts and make one rights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
and obviously purling because you're going to have a lot of stitches to purl. But
yeah. So I think by the end of this, I should feel a little bit more comfortable with purling, or at least I should know how I'm going to feel about purling. But I was knitting on this since the live stream. I put a progress keeper here. We'll talk more about these progress keepers, but for those savvy viewers, probably
so cute.
Probably know what that is.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, so that one's mine. I'm using the Aegean wool as well from Cascade. This is color number 1.
Yep.
And this is color number 7. It's getting a little bit washed
I love
out.
white and yellow together.
Yeah, they look really cool together, I think.
I feel like I forget how much I like them together until I see them together. Yeah. Like obviously there's yellow and gray, which is I think it's just like a classic thing. Right. But the white and yellow is really, really pretty. It's very summery.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure, you guys all know, but this is the Boneyard Shawl by Stephen West. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And fun fact, you said it was his first pattern that he released?
Yes, so I had watched...
Are you really going to do that right now?
I'm done. I just took the row out, that's all. I had watched I think I talked about this on the live, I had watched a lot of the Christy Glass Manch episodes, and there was one, I don't know how many years ago it was, she did one with Stephen in it, and he had said that, I'm pretty positive he said Boneyard was his first pattern release, which is, it's kind of, you can kind of tell where he changed a little bit. I can see in his future shawls, instead of doing the two, what is it? I think the 2 stitches at either end, he has are garter, right? They're always going to be a garter. Yep. But on future patterns, it's 3. He does 3.
Really?
Yeah. So I wonder if he just decided, like, after that one, that he liked the look of 3. It gives it a little more,
Like
it's more
definition or a border
substantial.
or something?
Yeah. So let's put my tag back in. All right, so that, and now I got that back to where it needs to be, so I can
Good.
actually work on that some.
That's
I
awesome.
forgot
Wow,
that's
you
why
were fast about taking that out. I'd go really slow.
it was only half a row.
Yeah.
I forgot that's why.
Still
I
would
stopped
take me a
working on
very
it.
long time, I feel like, to do that.
Well, apparently all my whips are going to be mistakes because my next whip I haven't worked on because it's a mistake.
What?
So this is my, again, Harry Potter. We have the Marauder map.
That was just on last night. Harry Potter is on,
USA? Sci-Fi? USA?
I don't know, one of the channels.
I think USA because I was watching it the other day.
Maybe it's USA. I love the Harry Potter weekends, although it's like turned into like a Harry Potter week.
I think they're doing it because of
Yeah.
Corona.
Oh, I'm sure.
This is another Stephen West. This is your Clockwork.
You made a mistake?
I did. Remember?
No.
I found it after the
Yes.
live. And I knit on this a bunch after the live. And then I was just knitting and I happened to notice a mistake in it.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're using
love
more
this
Brooklyn
yarn.
Tweed. I'm using Brooklyn Tweed Perry in Henge.
Yep.
And Brooklyn Tweed Perry in Admiral.
I love the Admiral color.
Admiral's the blue.
Yeah.
So here, guys, here's the story of this nightmare. Not a nightmare. It's just I have to figure out if I can fix my mistake without having to take out a bunch. So last podcast,
You'll probably get some good advice.
I was.
You guys have been really good at giving some advice.
Where's my progress keeper?
You're in the middle of a
Here.
row there too.
Because I found the mistake. So last time I was here. So I've
Yeah,
knit
it's a lot
all
of that's a
this.
lot of knitting.
That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 rows.
And you're at like 300 stitches per row or something like that?
I have no idea. I'm at a awful number. And there is a drop stitch.
Where? Oh, there. Oh, that's the actual stitch.
That's the actual stitch. So I remember this too. I was knitting on this during the live and I said, oh, I dropped a stitch. And then I looked and I said, oh, no, I didn't. So now what I need to figure out how to do, and I think I can now that I'm looking at it, I need to just figure out if I can, I should just be able to use a crochet hook and get this
And just
caught
pull
up.
it up.
Yeah, I think so. I think I have enough tension between these.
That you're not gonna.
Yeah, I think I could do it. So I just stopped. Well, this was one of the reasons I stopped. I did stop working on that. So I'm almost done. I think I did. So what?
I can't wait for this. This is gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows of blue. And I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm halfway done with this section. And then it's a couple garter rows of the gray. And then I believe it's an I-cord bind off, which I love. So
Fun fact:
Yeah.
we found out what I-cord stands for.
So yeah, so this is Stephen West Clockwork.
Yeah.
It's I actually just saw on Instagram somebody finished it, and my only regret with this one and the one I knit before is I think that this looks really well with speckled.
Looks well with. Looks good with.
Looks good when knit with like speckled yarns, where the colors are so close together but they're different.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's not as much maybe contrast between the two.
Right.
So even in the initial pattern, they're like two different shades of gray. But you can
But
tell
you have
the
the
difference.
speckles,
You have
'cause there's
speckles
speckles.
and stuff in it.
That's actually kind of cool, actually.
So
actually,
if I were to do this again, which I don't know that I will, but I do love, I love this one and I love his other one.
me too. I love how that looks.
Groove. I love Groove. Groove's my favorite
Groove.
shawl.
I don't know if I know Groove.
You do. I have the brown and blue one, and then I did the green and beige one. It's the ones that I wear that have the cape.
Oh,
the
did you
cable
put the
in.
buttons in it?
Yes,
Or is that
the one
something-
with the buttons.
Mm,
Yep.
That's really nice.
Those
But
are.
you added the buttons. That was your own idea, right?
No, that's
Oh.
his because on that one, his so this one is actually interesting. This one is slip stitches and make one left, some right. So this has no cabling. So this would, and I bet you, where's the ends? And this one has maybe 3 rows of garter. Where's an end?
I don't know,
Back
but
here.
you're giving me anxiety.
I'm just trying to see.
Look, your yarn's all twisted now. Put it away, because I can't handle
Yeah,
it.
see? So here is where that change happens in the way he designed, and here's 3 stitches
Oh,
of garter.
yeah, look at that.
And then you do your make one left or make one
As
right.
opposed to the two.
As opposed to the 2 that we're doing on
Right.
the Boneyard. So it just makes it a little bit of a larger border.
Yeah,
And I
I
believe
like it.
Groove is the same way, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But groove, there in that pattern, the make one lefts and make one rights are on either side of a cable. And I believe it's made with a yarn over, so it makes a little hole or an eyelet, which you can use as a buttonhole. So that's why the buttons, he places the buttons on there, because you can button that up so many different ways, because there's so many different eyelets
that you
in
even
it.
do it like asymmetrical kind of thing.
So that's the benefit of doing the eyelet on that particular pattern.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
You want to do your last one?
No, you go ahead and do your next one. I'll put this away.
This one is living in my Knit for Brains bag, so look what I have in here. So I have the pattern. These bags are deceptively larger than they look. Anyway, these are the Rose City Rollers.
Trouble with words
English today, yeah. This is a free pattern. I did look it up because I wasn't sure if it was not a free pattern or if it was like $1 or something like that. It's by Mara Catherine Briner on Ravelry. I'm using Ancestral Yarns in her 80/20 sock, and the color is Rufus. We talked about this in this was a gift skein, but she's been dying like crazy. If you follow her on Instagram, she's Ancestral Yarns on Instagram, and then she has an Etsy shop. She loves to see the projects as well. But she's got a couple of new colorways, and I think she was out of Rufus, and so she was re-dyeing some more a couple weeks ago or whatever. So I really love how this is turning out. Like the color.
Yeah.
So this is the skein. And I didn't really get very far with this since last time. Since last time I was here, and I had just started my heel flap.
Oh, well, you got your whole heel flap.
I did, but I was hoping it's a shorty sock, so I was hoping, to have a little bit more obviously done. Like there's not much left.
What size needle are you using?
So I am using a 2.25 needle.
Yeah.
With 72 stitches.
Yeah.
And I did try this on the other night because Kevin was saying how his sock was so much bigger, and this, as I was knitting it, I was like, ooh, this is a little bit larger of a tube. But I tried it on and it fits. So it feels good. It's not like super snug. I told you before.
But then you just said the other night, you said, I'm happy that you're taking yours out because this is big.
It looks big. My foot is bigger than yours. Like my foot is even is
wider
than yours too. Like my actual foot, the foot circumference. I think. I don't know. We don't play footsies or anything like that.
I've never measured my foot that way or yours.
I know, me neither. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah. So I don't know what I'm saying. I love how the yarn is. It's kind of like micro striping up a little bit, and you've got. It's getting washed out though. You've got some like underlying like pooling. I don't know. I think it's really nice. The yarn is super soft. It's super light. So this is going to be really nice summer projects. Like if I want to keep, make a couple of more, and to wear these like in the summertime. Although I don't usually wear socks a lot in the summertime.
No, you don't. Yeah. Well, no, you don't. On a rainy day like today.
Yeah,
it'd be a good sock day.
It would. Totally. Like lying out on the couch or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really like how this is turning out. And I'm hoping that I can finish this soon. This will be the next thing.
I know, I got to pick a...
Finish.
Well, I do have a...
But I've been knitting, and I've been doing the same thing. Like, let's knit a row on this.
Crochet.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh. It's my last whip.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going monogamous. I'm going to be monogamous. Because there's I have other projects that I want to cast on. I have 3 other projects I want to cast on. Right
and that
now.
all fits in my little pouch.
Yeah, I love that pouch.
Me too.
Yeah, I have 3 other projects that I want to cast on. Today.
I have stuff already caked up and ready to go. I just haven't put anything on the needles.
No, I can't. I'm not doing anything else like that.
Me neither. I know. I just want to. I want to knit everything.
We
will get there.
Time does not allow.
I forgot to put this back in.
I do want to cast on a sweater. So I'm probably ordering yarn today for a sweater.
Are you really?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe I can jump in on that.
I need
purchase.
my goal was to do 4 new sweaters and complete my cardigan that's sitting. I want to get, in order for me to do that, I need to knit a sweater every 3 months.
Okay.
So I've done my first one up for the first quarter of the year, so I still need to do my next one. So here's my next project, my next whip,
Oh, you have it in your
This
hair.
is
in your-
again-
yours too.
and my Knit for Brains bag.
They're good bags.
They
She
are.
just has a whole bunch. All her Easter bags, I
think-
believe, were on sale. I don't know if she has any left. She podcasted on Saturday, not yesterday. No, what's today?
Today's Saturday. She passed
Podcasted last Saturday
Yeah.
or Sunday.
one of those days.
One of those
Or
days.
even during the week, who knows?
Yeah,
But she has a recent podcast out that we
she
watched.
does, and she has some new bags in there as well. And she marked down her Easter bags, which are freaking adorable. So check her out. Knit
All
for
right.
Brains on Etsy.
So next project is newly cast on. It was not even cast on last
I
week.
cannot get over
This
this.
is
Looks
the test knit I'm doing. The Wonderland
Yep.
socks by Makers Knitting on Instagram, and I believe on Ravelry,
okay.
but definitely Instagram. So this is my first time doing a test knit, so I'm excited.
I can't even.
So what I did is I was going to use stash yarn for this, and then I went to the yarn dyer that the pattern writer suggested, and then I found this. It's the same color of the sock, but then a different mini for the heel and toe. So I made a purchase. So the color itself is, so this yarn is from Harbor Fibers. They are out of Maine.
I like their ball band too. It's like very. Is that blurry?
Yeah. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm blurred. So Harbor Fibers, and then this is Wonderland Trail.
Yeah.
Is the main colorway, which we will show here.
Absolutely beautiful. Wait till you see it knitted
This
up.
blue. This is a 4-ply, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 437 yards for 100 grams. Recommended needle size is a 2.5. 4 millimeter. Here we go. Ball band. And then the mini that I got is called Hunter. It is a single, no. It's fingering 20 grams sock, 92 yards. It says single ply, but this is
It does
not,
say single ply.
it's not single ply.
No, unless it's just got a twist on it.
Well, no, single ply
No,
doesn't
it
have a
doesn't-
twist.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyways,
No, maybe you know what? She's got this one, or he has this one circled. Sock,
yes.
not single ply. So
Duh.
there's two different. She must have two different.
all right. So here we go.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's like tonal.
Like, it's got green.
I feel like
and
everything is
brown.
blurry.
This reminds me of like a
There you go.
marshland, marshland.
Mm.
Like the greens and the brown of the dirt and the.
Oh,
So
that's
I
gonna
just
be
saw,
so
like,
nice.
literally saw these two colors together. I saw this green
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's it. I'm gonna buy it."
I love it. This yarn feels
The
absolutely
yarn is
amazing.
amazing to work with. Here's how it's knitting up
I
so far.
cannot even look at that. Is gorgeous.
I will just say that when this detail down the middle is my favorite freaking thing right now. It reminds me of I feel like I would see this on a Game of Thrones costume.
Oh yeah, like in chainmail or something.
Yeah, or even like on like down the center on the borders of their like capes that they wore. They're
really cool.
It's so nice. So what I love about this pattern is there's. And
I
then
love how
have
it
to
goes
talk
all
about
the way
something.
up to the cuff.
Yes,
Like it connects it all together.
it was very hard for me to see at first how this was going to work down.
Yeah.
And then once I started, I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
It
like,
is.
one of my favorite things. And
And
what
I love the color that you chose. I'm glad that you went with the same color that he did.
yeah. What I love about this pattern is that you have to think about it, but at the same time, it becomes very intuitive.
Okay.
So you can start reading your pattern and know kind of what's coming next and what you should be doing by looking at some of your previous rows. So I do find that I reference the pattern itself because obviously I'm testing, so I want
Sure.
to make sure I get everything correct.
Yeah, sure.
But I also find that I know what's coming up, or I have an idea, or I kind of remember. There are certain rows in this that I don't have to go back and reference the pattern at all. Like I'm good with them now. So I do. This has been a joy to knit so far. So I have a couple more repeats of the pattern. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Again,
it's, like,
I think
amazing.
the beautiful thing about hand-dyed yarn is that you're always getting a tonal. It's very very rarely are you going to get a solid red or a solid blue.
Yeah.
It's always going to have some tonalness to it.
Unless you like continually over dye something.
Yeah, I
it's
guess.
Like a dyer, I'm not sure. Show the pattern again because it is so.
Yeah,
good.
it's just such a great
It
pattern.
really is. It's so cool.
I can't wait to finish it. I don't even think I could have
Envisioned
looking at the picture
Yeah.
that I would have seen this pattern from the picture. So I feel like knitting it up, it's so nice.
I know,
I
it
can't
really is.
literally can't wait to finish these. And
I can't wait to see the contrast in color. Now, are you going to contrast the heel as well, or just the toe? I'm
it
sorry
is
if you said that.
heel. It is for heel and toe. So this
Okay.
will be heel and toe.
Great.
So I will probably get the heel on tonight. I just need to check. I feel like I made a mistake in my last couple of rows. I don't think so though.
Everything looks uniformed.
I don't know. I feel like I did an extra row somewhere up here. I probably didn't, but
Okay.
it's just I'd messed up in my head, or I didn't mess up in my head. I did mess up and I had to go back and correct something. So now that I fixed it, I'm looking and saying, wait, did I actually make
Fix what you need.
more of a mistake than I thought? So I don't know. But yeah, so I started knitting this. The yarn came in on Monday.
Right.
So it was supposed to come in on Tuesday. It ended up coming in on Monday instead.
Yes.
So as soon as it came in, I caked it up and started working on these. So I started working on these on Monday. I've been knitting on them. There are a couple days this week I probably didn't knit much. But most days this is the only thing I've touched since Monday.
It's also been hard this week too. Just as an FYI, Tarquin, our dog, has been very needy
So
at night, and it sucks though because you are home with him all day,
well,
even though you're working from home. So I know that he when
he has been needy.
he's been needy.
We're also not good at taking him out for a WLK.
I did one day
by
It's
any
hard.
means.
Yeah.
The
The weather's been crappy too.
We have a big backyard, so we would hope that he would get the exercise that he needs in the backyard.
So
it's not
it's
always the case.
It's so exciting when there's a squirrel or a bird in the backyard and he
'Cause he
sees it and he
chases it and
runs.
runs
We're
and
like, yes,
books
he's
it.
running.
So it's very hard. The interesting thing about him is, so between us, your mother, and then your brother, there's 3 Yorkies.
Yeah.
He's the most different out of the 3 of them.
He's very different.
Because he's not a barker, he's a whiner. So if he wants something, he's not barking in your face telling you. He only barks when he plays. Anything else is a whine. If he wants water, if he wants food, if he wants to start playing, if he wants to go outside, and if he wants to go under the covers when he's sleeping. Those are the cries. He barks while playing, but he will not. So it's weird. It's the weirdest thing. So it's just a constant whine from him. The other day, literally, I pretty much just lost my shit. I was done. I was absolutely done. I'm still kind of done.
I know.
Today.
I know.
I stopped working yesterday and I came straight up here and played video games. I was like, nope. I'm taking a break today. I'm not dealing with it. I don't think I talked to him at all.
Gave him the silent treatment.
I gave him the silent treatment on on Thursday night. I was like, I'm done, dog.
Yeah.
But he's also funny because he can't play he's never been able to play by himself.
Right.
He can't find a toy and just play with the toy. He needs us to play with him to play with the toy.
And he plays with us differently, too, I think. With me, he plays a little bit differently.
Well, you and him are more aggressive, but you guys also are. He scratches you, you butt him in the head.
We wrestle.
Him and I don't know. I have to do training with him every night. We do training, then his toothbrush.
Yeah.
Lately, it's been then after that we have to do his joint medicine.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
now
down
he's a
at
senior dog.
Yeah, he's a senior dog. He's going to be 10 in August.
Yeah.
So he's been a boat of fun. Oh, you know what wanted to say too? I don't know if you replied back to the comment. Somebody had asked where I got the Gemini mug from. I don't know if you commented because I didn't see it.
I don't remember, but I remember seeing the comment.
It's from Christmas Tree Shop.
Yeah. We're trying to find mine, the Leo, but they didn't have any Leo
They didn't have
ones.
it.
Yeah.
But
that was from back in the day when we could browse the shops together and stuff.
Back in the day, this was 3 months ago.
Back in the day now.
I think.
So we got sidetracked completely.
That's what this is. It's a knitting podcast. Insert sidetracks.
insert. I know that was a good place.
It was a good bar.
I knew that's where your head was going to go.
No, as soon as I said it. Yeah, there used to be a bar in one of the towns I used to live in, but it was called Sidetracks. It was by the side of a train tracks, pretty much. Yeah. So it was like my favorite bar. It was like our Cheers. We used to go all the time. It was,
everybody. Yeah.
Like, seriously, 4 nights a week.
Yeah. Like, you'd have your drink ready. You were going to show the card.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to show this card.
Sorry.
So here's the card, too. They are harborfibers.com, and it's fibers, R-E-S, not E-R-S.
Oh.
Inspired by nature, hand-dyed in Maine. Dana.
So there you go.
So definitely check out her shop.
Check out her colorways and stuff. Are they mostly solids?
I don't recall, to be honest with you, because I looked at this. It took about 2 weeks to come because I think they were being dyed. Like, she's taking pre-orders for this pattern.
Oh, I see.
So
to create like a kit for the pattern or something.
Yeah, to create the kit for the pattern. So it took about, after I ordered, it took maybe about 2 weeks for me to get it. So I don't remember what her colorways looked like at the time.
Okay.
And that's it for my whips.
I have one more.
That's all my knitting content this week. The rest is like dream knitting.
That's actually all the knitting content because this whip is actually a crochet.
Well, it's still a maker content.
It's a yarny one for sure. So I've been dying to like do something with the spun right round yarn that I have. I've showed a couple of times, I feel like, on the podcast, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it. Actually, it's interesting. Somebody posted a comment on YouTube specifically about that yarn and said you should do this cowl that somebody, I forgot her name, had a pattern. She's actually from Connecticut as well. Anyway.
Who?
I forgot her name.
The pattern maker?
Yeah.
Huh.
She has a podcast. I think I followed her. I can find her. I'll find her name. We'll put it in the show notes if I can find it. But anyway, but I already had something chosen for this yarn, so it was really interesting. And I wanted to do something crocheted because I didn't want to make a sock. Am I boring you?
Absolutely.
All right.
That just reminded me of a character from a movie. Oh, from the Prince.
Princess Bride?
No, the Prince from
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Prince Valium. What's his name? Yeah. Princess Vespa and Prince Valium. Where was I? So, spun right round. This was... I was looking for something to do with this yarn. Oh, it's getting super...
Is it birthday cake?
It's party streamers.
It reminds me of...
Where the hell is the light even coming from?
Funfetti.
I don't even know where our light is coming from right now.
We have one light on.
I know, but it's like, look, I can't...
It's that.
Okay.
It's that light.
All right. So this is called Party Streamers, and this is spun right round in her classic sock base, 100% superwash merino.
It reminds me of Funfetti.
It totally does. I like it. I could
see the Party Streamer.
It actually reminds me of the Funfetti
cupcakes.
Yeah, the frosting, not the actual cake itself, because I think the cake itself is a little bit. I don't know. It reminds me of the frost. Anyway, long story short, I decided that I wanted to try a shawl, so I found this pattern. It's called Any Season Asymmetrical Shawlette. It's by Petals to Pickets design. This is
Pickets.
Yeah, it's on Ravelry. It's there's a free version and then there's a paid for version. The free version takes you to a website where she has the pattern listed there, or if you want the PDF, you can do the paid for pattern. So I did the paid for pattern just so I would have the PDF, because sometimes websites are hard for me to like scroll through and like keep track of and stuff. So I'm using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. This is, I can't remember, Clover? No.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah, Clover. 3.5 millimeter. Kevin got me this crochet kit for
Christmas?
Maybe.
No.
I can't remember.
No.
I don't know.
know.
So this is what I have so far. Not much. Oh man, it's getting so washed out. It's so sad. I really love the which is the front? This one? I love this like twisted stitch that it's creating. The fibers actually, or the it's a little drapier than I thought it was going to be with crochet. I wish it wasn't getting so washed out, but but that's that. It's gonna be a shawlette. I don't know how big it's gonna get. Obviously, you just keep going until you're done. She pretty much says.
Do you like decrease at all?
No, these are increases. No, you don't decrease.
So
I was really interesting. So it's gonna be asymmetrical, but it looks symmetrical. No, I guess it's like asymmetrical. Here's the here's what the finish is gonna look like because you're only increasing on one side.
right.
So
Okay, I get it.
You get it?
Yeah.
So I will say it is a free pattern, so I can say this, but like I mean it looks really cool. Once it's blocked out, I think it'll look really neat. The stitches are really cool here. I'm having some difficulty. The pattern doesn't add up to me with the increases and the type of stitch that you need to do, like this cross stitch thing.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to, increase this certain amount of stitches so that you can do like another cross stitch. So you're adding like a new cross stitch kind of like each row.
Okay.
The numbers are not adding up. So I'm following the pattern. I was following the pattern to a T, but I had to adjust the pattern a little bit to make it work. So I've added an extra increase.
Have you by chance gone in and checked like notes and comments
so
on
there's
Ravelry?
only like 3 comments under Ravelry, and they all say like, thank you for this great pattern. This looks great. Can't wait to do it. There's nothing about the actual pattern itself. So if anybody's actually crocheted this, I'm making it work. Like it's obviously they're all stacking up on top of each other, and I think once it's blocked, see how like they're all going to snap into place. They're going to be nice and stacked up. So I had to do I have had to just change the increase. So instead of doing double 2 single crochets in every other stitch for three times, I'm doing it 4 times with a single crochet in between, and it seems to be working out fine, for me. But it's different than what the pattern actually calls for. So there was just that. So if anybody's actually crocheted this, or has any suggestions, I'm making it work and it's working fine. But that's what I ended up having to do. So I wanted to crochet something, put something on the hook in a little while, and I really wanted to use that yarn. So far I really like it. And that's all what are you looking for?
Well, we're done with like our actual knitted stuff and crocheted stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Triface, I think it's Ravelry for letting me log in. So next,
you can log in with your face?
Yeah,
Wow.
You have an old phone.
I do have an old phone.
So
That's
I wanted
fancy.
to talk and get everybody's opinion. So some dream knitting. Possibly.
Okay.
So one of my upcoming projects, I believe, is going to be one that I recently purchased. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Oh, Pure Joy.
Yeah, by
Right.
Hohi.
Right, so Pure Joy by
Yeah.
Hohi. So everybody's known it. We're just going to show it just so people have an idea
Okay.
of the way that it looks.
I love it. It's cute.
Right. Oh, maybe not now.
There's
that
so
I'm
many
looking
options. Look
it.
at all the different options.
All right, so we're going to look at this picture. We'll blow it here. And then we'll turn my screen brightness down a bit so you guys can see. All right, so Pure Joy by Hohi.
Yep.
So after last week or 2 weeks ago, and thinking about this beautiful green,
I know, I love that so much.
I thought, wouldn't this be fantastic in Pure Joy?
Now, is Pure Joy a fingering shawl, or is it...
Yes.
What's the weight of it?
So Pure Joy is a fingering weight shawl. It is... Yeah, 750 yards.
Fingering.
A fingering weight. So my thought was using this
Yeah.
with this, since that has different shades of green in it. It has some peach.
Now, that's Happy Place.
This is Happy Place by Northbound Knitting. This is by Lolo Did It. This is our Dumbledore Quotable Club. So I was thinking maybe, just maybe, I might use these together, but I don't know yet. This is kind of where I'm leaning, maybe towards doing Pure Joy.
That's an interesting combination. I would not have put those together.
So now my only other, because I don't know how this would work.
Yeah.
My only other thought with this one was that in order to do City Limits by Tanis,
Mm-hmm.
I need 6 skeins of fingering. I have 3 skeins of Northbound Knitting, which has some purples and greens.
Oh,
and
and yours,
blues.
you chose all fingering. I
So
chose a
already-
different weight every time.
I already have 3 skeins of fingering. I would need to pick 3
And they do
more.
coordinate 'cause they're all grays. They're different grays with different pops of colors and stuff.
Right, and if I could get from our stash, I'm sure we have it, 3 other skeins of yarn
Mm-hmm.
that are fingering,
Mm-hmm.
I might be able to put them together and throw together my own kit for City Limits.
That'll be cool.
So that's some of my, because those are 2 of my next my projects coming up are going to be that Pure Joy, the Design by Dell sweater, which I'll probably order yarn for today.
Okay.
It's going to be this one.
Is that the one with the pocket?
No.
Oh.
No, that's Max's.
Oh, I really like that one. What's that one called?
I think it's just called Basic Sweater.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I love that one.
So this one is going to be the sweater.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. It's French. Buceron?
The Booseron?
The
The Beauceron?
Beauceron? Right. So it's going to be this one. But I'm going to do gray.
You look so happy.
And I'm going to do, I believe my top section is going to be like a teal-y blue. Like it's going to be a darker teal.
Okay.
Or a jewel tone. Teal-y gray blue. Bluey green. I see it. I saw the color.
No, that's great.
I saw the color and I'm like, oh, I think I could pull this off.
Sure. Yeah, you go. Do
yeah.
it.
All right. So let's talk about acquisitions. Because
Yes.
that's what we have next. We kind of like, I don't know that we necessarily, no, I guess we had a bunch. So we have the yarn that I showed for Wonderland socks, right? So that
Yeah,
was
that
one
we'll
skein.
count that as an acquisition.
That
for
was an
sure.
acquisition because I bought it. So our next yarn purchase came from Amanda Knits on Instagram.
Yep.
She is amanda-knits.com is the website for her shop.
Yep.
So we bought, she was having a sale. It was actually really funny. She was having a sale.
Actually, I wrapped them all back up again. I probably should have unwrapped them all. Well, anyway, so she was having. Yeah.
She was ha-
Look how cute her packaging is.
I know, I do love that.
Yeah. It's gonna be loud.
So she was having a sale. Oh yeah, you really.
I know I did. I don't know. You know why? Because I thought. I don't know what I was thinking.
You thought that everybody loves to hear crinkling, and
Everybody. That's right.
We should
That's
have a
right.
crinkling party.
We should have a crinkle party. That's exactly right.
So she was having a sale. So I went and I made a purchase. I didn't tell Ray that I was making one, and then I got really
Which is
nervous.
so funny because I was gonna purchase some yarn from her as well.
Right. So he had said something the same exact night. Like literally, I had already put the order through, and I had the confirmation email sent to a joint email account that we have. Which anytime an email came in, I moved it immediately.
You were sitting on that email address, huh?
I almost sent Amanda an email saying if you get an order.
Oh, was
from
Arnito's
Ray,
at the ready email address?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
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 And then I was going to send her an email saying, if you get an order from Ray, do not fulfill this order because I already placed one. So I had ordered 3 skeins of yarn.
I just want to show, how cute, the wrapping is. I don't know. I thought it was very cute. All right, that's all. That's all I wanted to say about that.
So we had ordered.
So
I feel.
I don't.
No.
Sorry, guys.
More crinkling.
More crinkles. Oh, that's why.
All right.
So these are.
So we had ordered 3 skeins of yarn. I think some in different weights, right? So the first one I ordered was.
I love this yarn.
This one, it is an 80/20 superwash merino fingering, approximately 400 yards. This is avocado toast.
It's so good.
Love it.
Yeah, me too.
I saw this and I think there was one left. I was like, I'm totally buying that. So one thing I do appreciate is that her tags are on freaking light bulb stitch
Which are
markers.
my favorites. Totally.
So smart.
Oh, and there's her information.
Yes, here's her information. Let's put this up. So Amanda Knits.
Oh, I love her logo. It's so nice.
I know.
Amanda.knits on Insta.
Yep, .knits on
Amanda-knits.com.
knits.com is her shop. I love the twist on this.
Me
I love how
too.
soft it is. I love an 80/20.
It's not picking it up so well, but there's the color.
There's
It's
greens
avocado.
and browns.
It's legit avocado.
like greens, browns. There's even like hints of like maybe pinks and reds in here. It's really, really.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's so pretty, so soft. I love this one.
Me too.
I love this.
What now? What idea do you have now?
This could go in city limits with this great.
Of course it could.
All right, we're building a kit.
You're building your own kit.
I'm building my
All
own
right,
kit.
Amanda,
All right.
get ready because.
All right, that one there is my freaking.
This
favorite.
one I love
everything
too. This
about
one,
that
this
colorway.
one I just.
I love every freaking thing, and it's a worsted or DK.
This is Superwash Merino worsted.
Worsted.
Oh,
guys, I'm done with this.
I don't even know if I can show this. Finter.
I freaking
Guys,
love it.
Are you kidding me?
I opened this up and it was better than what I expected. I love the blue.
I love this.
I love that one.
Love it. Look how tonal, like, but yet everything is like covered. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I like the orange and the browns in it. The different shades of blue. Like you have a really nice navy.
I just
you have a
can't.
blue gray in there.
Look how good that looks. It's like picking it up. It's like true to color right there. Oh,
that could be a good hat.
I don't know what this could be. This could be something delicious. It's gonna be something delicious.
And then this one is Fox Farts.
Fox Farts.
Ray wanted this.
Just
This is 75-25 fingering, so 463 yards.
Guys, really.
There's a theme going on with our colors. Definitely the blues, the grays, and the oranges.
Those actually go well together.
Yeah, they're very, very similar. This is a much lighter tone than this. They're
Right.
very similar color families. But this has like
Oh, I love
the yellow, more yellow in it, and some like this reminds me. This is a little yellowy green orange going on.
It's like a denim.
Blues, yeah, very denim,
Yeah.
and then some navy in here. So yeah, very, very pretty colorways.
Very.
And
very
again,
pretty.
another light bulb one, an orange one. That's really pretty. I'm gonna add that to my collection.
What? To
The
your
orange
collection?
light bulb thing.
No, I
Stitch
need a
marker.
collection.
Here, you have this one. You can
No,
take
so
that.
wait,
Oh
we
no,
cannot.
that's right. You can't.
So we ordered those 3 skeins of yarn. She's also
Shawshank Redemption.
The Shawshank Redemption. Where's that from?
Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah, but what did he do with that? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
So, because she's so generous, she included 2 skeins of yarn for us to
Give away.
So this first one,
I think this first one was actually one.
so good.
Yes, that was actually on my radar. This one.
Dye flavored cupcake.
Is it dye flavored?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what it kind of reminds me of too?
The stitch marker
It's blue.
coordinates.
Do you know what that reminds me of though?
What?
What's his face from that movie, the Disney movie, Monsters?
Oh
Right?
yeah, what's
Right?
his name?
I don't know.
Shoot.
I can't think of it.
Me
but
neither.
totally reminds me of it. The purple and the blue.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Oh, it's really good.
It
reminds me of It reminds me of not Frankenberry, Blueberry cereal.
Oh,
Do you remember that
yeah.
Blueberry cereal?
Yes.
Like Count Chocula's.
Why do we always talk about food here?
I don't know because.
I mean, we have avocado taste and cupcakes, so why not?
Well, listen, whatever. So this is the Superwash Merino and nylon 75-25 fingering. This will be going out to. Oh my God! Look how beautiful.
Yeah, it's such a pretty color.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Amanda, you did a really good job. So beautiful. And if this skein isn't pretty enough,
then what's this one?
that damn flamingo.
Totally.
Like 100%.
Come and knock it out.
Look how pink. Like, guys. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
It's really, really
Right?
pretty.
So good. I love it. And this has a little black
I love the light bulb
stitch markers.
She
The way that she coordinates it all, her tags are really nice. She handwrites it on, you would be able to see if our lighting didn't suck so bad. It's actually not bad.
No,
it's
not
just
bad.
like dreary outside and so good. So these will be added to
our
gift stash, which also includes
our bag from
our bag
Knit for Brains.
from Knit for Brains with our coordinating
Oh yeah,
needle
the needle
koozies
koozies.
in there as well. and a stitch marker.
We should put that in there just so that we don't misplace stuff.
This is the Ram stitch marker.
Ram.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Cover your mouth.
Cover your mouth.
All right, and then last.
So gorgeous. So check out Amanda Knits.
Yes.
I don't know if this was just for us or what, but she's designed she has some ball bands coming in the future for her yarn. Look at her logo. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Right? And then on the inside, it's neat because it talks about washing that
bleeding.
Yep. And her favorite Kitchener stitch setup is in here. Embrace the glorious mess that you are and know that you are loved, which is super cool. You are amazing. So she's very positive, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Check her out.
It was a good purchase.
She got some stitch markers as well.
Yeah, she has a lot of good colors.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. And then they're fun. Like her colors are just are fun. The names are fun, and then like even her descriptions are kind of fun.
This one knows everything.
I know. Well,
like seriously,
I love them all.
I love them all, but this Finter,
I really do. I've been eyeing this Fox Farts though.
Yeah, this Finter, like, it exceeded my expectations when it came out.
Mmm.
Yeah.
It smells good.
All right, so that's our Yarny purchases.
Yeah.
And then...
very happy with the purchases.
So you guys know Max the Knitter, so it's Maxim Sear and Designs by Dells, Vincent, I'm not going to attempt the last name. They launched their website a couple weeks ago, so I was on that, like... But I missed the bags because...
of our stupid bank.
Our bank was like wouldn't let me complete the purchase, and it was sending me text messages, but I didn't have my watch on me, so I wasn't getting the notifications on my watch that I'm used to.
Because the bank was like, what were the like?
It was like,
did you really make this purchase? Did you approve this purchase?
Yeah, so it did it like 5 times. It kept declining it. So by the time I actually got it to go through, the bags were sold out.
But we would have had them if our stupid bank.
So we did. We each got a pins.
Yeah. These are
like, guys, seriously,
freaking adorable.
These are unbelievably adorable. They're super heavy and very well made. Like, these aren't like some chintzy.
Look how happy they are. Like, look how happy.
So this one is...
Isn't that cute?
The fox is Max. The bear is Dell.
Yeah.
And the bear's wearing Dell's Montrealer.
Yep.
And the fox is wearing Max's Fox Sake sweater. For Fox Sake sweater.
And he's knitting a sock.
Yeah. So look, just let me see if I could.
No, that's not gonna help. I don't think.
No. And then
so cute.
They each had
La Garçons. Garçon is their name of their shop.
Progress Keepers.
Yep. I have one left because I used Max's already. And then they're such good quality.
Yeah, and then measuring tapes because you can never have to seriously. I can never find my measuring tape. So they're just good to have in every project bag.
Yeah,
I'll throw like a measuring tape in all my projects.
Yeah, I haven't opened them yet.
Me neither. Let's do it. We were literally waiting until we showed it.
Although I did have to break in and use the, progress keeper.
So that's our knitting content. What else? So now we jump into the other stuff.
Hello, Crinkly.
Oh my gosh, super crinkly.
What if I do like down more prepared? Okay.
I like that it's black.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
You know what it kind of looks like?
It's like sophisticated.
No, you know what it looks like?
Look how fun that is.
Doesn't it look like remind you of like a chalkboard?
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
All right, cool beans. So what else? So now we get into our life and TV and book section. So TV.
Really? That's all the knitting that we have?
That's all of our knitting.
All of our yarny goodness.
We will come back next time with some FOs for sure.
Yeah.
We kind of, actually, I think even for most ourselves and other podcasters, like, depending on how often they do it, there are some who, like, crank out crap all week.
Yeah.
And I don't mean, like, crap.
No, I know what you mean.
I mean stuff. Products.
Yeah, of course.
FOs. They do it all weeks. You know, they come, do an episode every week, and they have, like, 25 pairs of socks and a sweater, and they've knit baby blankets for a village. That we can never do.
No.
But
I'm having a fantastic time. We're both having like a really good time.
No, ours is like every other week. We have a FO and then we always have our whip. So and I'm cool with that.
I think, by the next time we do it, I'll have the socks. Maybe I'll have both socks done.
Yeah.
Maybe one. You know, we've got some bigger projects too going on. The shawls, like you have two
Yeah,
shawls.
I have
going,
two shawls
and
and a pair of socks.
One of them's a fingering weight shawl, so that's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot of
You
work.
know?
So I'll probably correct that today just to get that back into and
Just so that
finish
you can just
and
pick it
finish
back
the
up
row,
again.
and at least
Yeah.
finish the row.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So let's see. So what have we been TV? We did last week. We started watching Ozarks. We watched like 4 to 5 episodes last Saturday after day drinking, so that was fun.
So
We had pizza with that.
Yeah,
So it was good.
We ate a lot. I
Yeah.
can go for some pizza now though. Oh, we have some pizza.
Oh, we do have pizza actually.
Yeah,
I bought
what
some
time
frozen
is it?
pizza.
It's a
It's
little late.
2:47.
3 o'clock.
so
Unless we
what
have
else?
pizza now and we don't have we have a light dinner.
Maybe. What else did we eat? I mean, watch. We caught up on The Flash. We caught up on Batwoman.
Yes,
I don't know actually. No, I think we have an episode.
we have an
left.
episode left of Batwoman.
Episode left for Batwoman. So that's like our TV viewing. Then we did.
Although we still have like 30 episodes of
let's not
shows
talk about
on our DVR. I know.
It's disgusting.
It's really embarrassing.
What have I? Did I watch anything by myself? I watched a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like you were home. Was it a work day? I watched I Am Legend.
Yeah, you were watching like the
Apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic
What was the
movies.
other one that I watched before I Am Legend? Do you remember? It was another apocalyptic, but where? What
don't
was the
remember.
set in? I watched John Carter recently. I don't know if I said that before. Robin Hood.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I started watching another apocalyptic. Yesterday I watched the second Resident Evil. I did stop midway. I watched Kiss the Girls with Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman. That was very good.
Did I?
And the
I
dude
thought I
from
saw.
Princess Bride.
I love Princess Bride. It's a good movie.
And so
So-
I've been doing a lot of that. And then I got lost in a YouTube hole yesterday.
You did?
Yes. I went down the YouTube hole while I was working,
I love those.
and I got lost in polymer clay.
Polymer clay.
Yep, I was watching people make polymer clay charms.
Oh,
It's really interesting.
really?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you bought a kit.
Hell no, but I
Okay.
might.
Well, because you bought those perler beads, or
And
whatever
I
they were
may
called.
use them one
Yeah,
day.
they've been in there for like 6 years now.
6 months.
No, whatever.
6 months.
Still.
I feel that in order to be a creative mind, you have to have different outlets available to you at all times.
Great.
I feel
Have you been
that
practicing this speech?
no, this is coming. This is literally how stuff comes in my head and it just comes out my mouth. So I feel that by not making some of these purchases, I'm preventing myself from reaching my full capability of being a crafty person.
Oh boy.
And as was previously
Turn
stated
it off,
in last
folks.
week's episode, if I happen to find something on sale and I pass it on the sale, I'm losing money.
Yeah, well, that's what Scott
That's
said.
exactly it.
No.
So I may not be able to back up his love of 9-inch circular needles, but I do back up his stance
I think we started
on,
a war, though,
on
with that.
shopping a sale.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. So that's what we were TV. How about reading? What have you been reading?
I'm still reading the one.
I don't
Chronicles of the One.
I don't know that you started that last time.
I did.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, because remember I said like, oh, I was like one chapter in, and I was like, oh, there's like a virus that's going around the world and like killing everybody. I did say that.
I wonder if you read it by the live. I don't know. I thought during the last podcast you were still reading a Discovery
No, I
Witches.
had finished it because I think I talked about how it was a different reading experience. See, if you rewatched our podcasts, you'd probably know what we talked about. But anyway, if I didn't, and I just had a dream that I've been podcasting in my dreams, I don't know. But
I don't know.
yes, I am on reading the Chronicles of the One. Chronicles of the One.
Chronicles of the One. Yeah, by Nora Roberts.
Yep, it's really good. I'm about 75% done with it. It's really interesting. There's elves and fairies. It's kind of weird. It's like nobody knew about any of this stuff before, and then all of a sudden these people are like, kind of like,
Well, there was none of it before.
yeah. But it's just, I don't know. It's really interesting. I like it. It's an easy read. It's a light read. There's nothing complicated about reading it.
Yeah,
You kind of you get invested in these characters,
People.
which is always nice.
Yep.
So that's what I've been reading. Just kind of taking my time with it. I've been tired at night. Usually I read at nighttime, so I get through like maybe 20 minutes and then I'm like ready to conk out. So I haven't had much reading time. How about you?
So I think since last time I finished the book by T.J. Klune called Wolfsong.
Yes.
So that is a M for M shifter series, and I had said before where I call them my gay novellas because they're very easy reads. They're like all happy romance. This was completely outside of that.
It wasn't a happy romance?
It was, but it wasn't. They were so so those types of books that I typically read when I need a light read, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go find a gay novella, and I'll just read a nice little one, and it takes place, and then there's like 4 or 5 books that follow, none of them really having to do with the other, and it's some other character, blah blah blah. So I don't normally finish the series. This one is not by any means a light read. It's so good though. When I got done with it though, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue on with the series. Because of my experience with past series in this type of genre, even though this one being a supernatural M for M book, it's in it but outside the genre itself. So I gave it a shot. And the second book in the series was called Ravensong. Read that right up. Done. Finished. Fantastic. I got concerned with it because I read reviews prior to buying it, and people said that the book made them hate or dislike characters from the first book. And I didn't find that to be true for myself.
Okay, good.
I didn't find... I kind of understood where some of the decisions that were made that you found out that were made. I totally get why they were.
Sure.
So maybe that just means I'm an asshat. I don't know if that's if people hated the other character, because I probably would have done the same thing. And then I am now on the third book, which is called Heartsong. Heartsong. I started that a couple nights ago.
Oh, the heat just kicked on. Did you hear
It
that?
did. I turned it up because I was freezing today, so it's up a little bit higher than normal. Heartsong. This one's cool, and it kind of was the same with Ravensong, is that the beginnings of the book take place prior to the first book. So you're getting a little backstory on another character who you already know and love, and now they're becoming a main character. So you're getting a backstory on them. And this one is where it is. I'm about 20% into the book, I think, and I'm still well before the events of the first book, where this character is introduced.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how we're going to transition into that, like getting to the events of the first book and now transitioning into current times.
Right on.
And see where that goes. So it's really good if that's the type of it's the type of series that you like. If you've never read it, I highly recommend these books by T.J. Klune. And I recommend the ebooks because the publisher for like physical books, he's not getting any of the money from. So he's actually had like requested that people buy his ebook. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure it's some drama thing, but that's what I saw in one of the comments. And I remember seeing him post something too on Instagram. So
it's like record producers and stuff like that. Remember, like there was a time in the early 2000s where
with like
I forgot
iPods and stuff like that. Like people no longer buying physical CDs.
They're like the producers were getting the money, but not the artists or whatever. So cool. We've also been watching quite a few podcasts.
Oh yes,
too. It's like just always something to watch, which has been really nice during these times. Grocery Girls had another live episode.
We've had 2 since our last one, right?
Yeah,
2. We've Cozy Up Knits is putting out like almost 2 a week.
Yep.
So Ross Smells Like Yarn we've watched.
Yep.
Like we have our typical ones. That we go through whenever they come up. Whatnot. We watched Whatnot.
Oh yeah, she's so good.
I know. She's new. I think she's in 4 or 5 episode 5.
Yeah, I think she's on episode
She actually just came out with when I was checking my subscribers list today. She just came out with another one recently. I actually told
well, she's involved in a lot too. She like dyes yarn.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful knitter. And she's really out to showcase. She's from Australia, so she's really out to showcase a lot of the makers. Where?
Outside of Adelaide, if I remember correctly.
What that is. But she really tries to showcase like makers and people who have like Etsy shops in in Australia and stuff. It's very expensive to get items in and out of Australia. We have a friend that lives in Australia.
I know. I actually told her and and Hey Cinnabay, I told them, I was like, oh, you need to go check out Whatnot.
Yeah, just because she does showcase. Yeah, and she showcases a lot of like makers there too. So that's really cool that she does that. We started watching Gary from Urban Yarns.
Yes, Gary from Urban Yarns. Who else did we catch up with? We caught up, obviously, with Sweet Tea No Shade.
Yep.
Cody Knits.
Yep, Cody Knits had a new episode. Well, since we've last podcasted.
Yeah.
No.
Pitchfork Fibers? Did he have a new one? No.
Pitchfork Fibers, he doesn't.
No, yes, he did. Remember the sweater? We had watched him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking Twigs and Twine.
You were thinking of Eric. Yeah. Eric Lutz. Who else have we watched? I feel like we watch a bunch, and I don't always remember their names because sometimes obviously it's the recommended ones. Sometimes it's ones that we subscribe to.
Yeah. One cute one was Sharon's Crochet Corner.
Oh yeah.
She's so cute. I just found her.
Yes.
She gave us a little shout out on her last podcast. She does a lot of crocheting. Yeah. So Gary's interesting because he's on a total fiber journey. It's not just like knitting or crocheting. He's like determined to like really understand fiber.
And he one of the episodes that we had watched recently, we went back and watched a couple, is he was over dyeing yarn that he had already purchased from like some of your big like Michaels and Joann's and Hirschner's, things like that. So that was really cool to see, you know, how already kind of dyed or treated yarns, how they were taking the dye. So that was fun to watch. Who else? I don't know. We just watch a bunch. It actually gets into our TV watching. We've stopped watching actual TV.
Which I like watching so many podcasts.
Me too, but I also need to get back. I need to finish some of our shows, like Grey's Anatomy.
Is that back?
Back. There's 10 episodes. 10 episodes.
Oh, dear.
Walking Dead, we have like 17
episodes. Well, that one we're
behind.
still determining whether or not we're going to finish that.
No, at least this season we have to. We have to see Michonne go away. Michonne
But then that's everybody that leaves.
No, we still have Carol and Daryl, and Maggie comes back.
She comes back? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Maggie's coming back because her other show failed.
Oh, it did. Sorry.
Wisco Tango Foxtrot or something.
Whiskey?
Wisco Tango Foxtrot.
You can't say it again.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Just don't yell at me.
It's something. It was something like that. It was with what's his face?
Didn't work out so well. Jesus?
No, the guy from Scandal. Jake from Scandal. Oh yeah. So yep.
Cool.
All right.
So we are Mal.
Oh my gosh. So hey, we started now on the 15th of April. It is the stress-free make-along. That's why I didn't remember.
That's why, because it's so stress-free. It's just
I forgot.
It is.
I don't even have anything picked for that because it needs to be a free pattern.
Mm-hmm. So if you've noticed, every pattern that I've showed him today is a free pattern. So if you're look at that, I was prepared.
That is happenstance. You did not make that happen.
Well, so
that was
two out of my 4 projects were I was like, oh, these are free. Maybe I'll choose 2 more free patterns, and then we did it. You're just jealous you didn't think about it first.
Nope.
So anyway,
mine's not technically free because I'm testing it.
Right.
So I didn't pay for it. So yes, there we go. There's my stress-free make-along.
Good. Anyway, we are up and running. We've got the threads open on Ravelry now. There's a chatter thread, which we've got some chatters, which is really nice. There's an FO thread in there too. We haven't had any FOs just yet. Happy Little Yarn and the Cat Lady podcast, Craft All the Things. CATT. We're all involved together, so they also have threads up on their Ravelry groups.
Yes.
So check them out. You can triple dip if you are so inclined to.
We all pretty much have the same. I think we all have the same rules. Like
a couple of tweaks here or there. Andrea, kind of made a good point. A lot of people are making a bunch of masks and stuff and like batch making things, and if people like make 20 masks and then try to put in 20 different entries, like obviously like. That's a crappy thing to do. So
just kind of be respectful of it. Yeah. So it's anything. It's not just knitting, crochet, paper crafts, sewing, whatever you want. I know it's on Ravelry, and a lot of people may not. So it's a fiber one.
Yeah.
So.
Do we have a hashtag?
Oh,
we don't have a hashtag.
No, we don't. So I actually was thinking about that. The hashtag we'll come up with one. I don't want to do. I'm going to do hashtag NATR. Let's do hashtag NATR. Should we do stress free?
NATR stress free. Let's see if it's available.
So
I don't want like a bunch of. Oh, I have like direct.
I'm gonna start using that too. In addition to when I post on Instagram, Needles at the Ready podcast, I'm gonna use NATR podcast.
Okay, we just actually started getting some people like using that hashtag.
Yeah, so that
39 posts in the Needles at the Ready and 32 posts in the Needles at the Ready podcast.
I was going to say that's
look at that, guys.
Because we always forget to do this back at the beginning, saying thanks everybody. We've had a bunch of new subscribers, so thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, previously subscribers.
I feel like we talk about it a lot because like I am like in awe. Like we are just like in
No.
awe all the time.
I know, but we never say it here.
We are in awe of. No, but honestly, go on.
So what I was saying is that we've So, I'm done. It's a wrap. I started seeing people use the hashtag, so that's been a lot of fun. And then, so needles at the ready, stress free.
NATR stress free.
free.
There are no results found.
All right, so we'll start using that.
Let's start using that.
So you guys can start using that if you want to take part in the MAL. NATR
that's
stress
that didn't
free.
Work out, so
I got to pick a free pattern to use. Oh, my Stephen West one is free.
Yeah, Boneyard's free.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So what else? So I think that's everything. So again, thank you everybody, like new subscribers, viewers. Thank you for the likes and the comments. We love it. We'll try to get back to everybody.
Love them.
I know normally I do it a couple times a week. I hit up YouTube. I sit on the couch and just get back in touch with people.
Yep. I usually do it in the morning with like my coffee.
I have to get better at Ravelry. I'm so bad at going into
You know what
Ravelry
it is?
comments.
So I am too, because Ravelry is not set up like.
No, it's not.
You can't like respond. You can respond to an individual comment, but then it throws it at the very bottom, and it's
it
hard.
Throws me off.
It's hard to make those connections with the comments, and
it is.
It's hard.
It's hard for me to tell if I already have
Me
sometimes.
Too.
So if any podcaster is watching, or if you guys use this, if you have any tips or tricks for going through Ravelry and doing that, let me know, because it's a struggle sometimes. But all right, but that's ending it on a negative note. But no, we just wanted to.
It's not negative. It's really nice. We've been getting a lot of comments and stuff.
Tons of comments, tons of people subscribing, liking the channel. So we totally appreciate it. It's been so much fun. Every episode's fun. I have a lot of fun doing this.
Me too.
We look forward to doing it. So we had a lot of fun with the live. We'll look to do that again. I think we're going to do that for like special things.
Okay.
When if we hit like
2,000 or something.
Like we'll probably do another one if we hit 2,000 subscribers. We'll do another one.
Can you imagine? I can't even think about.
I can't even. That would blow my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah. No. So keep liking, commenting, subscribing if you like the channel. If you're new to the channel, we hope you enjoyed the episode.
Reach out to us on Instagram. Shoot us a DM or something. We're there. We chat back.
You can DM us on Instagram. Send us messages on Ravelry. Those I actually get to, like direct messages.
Me too. Those are
Ravelry.
easier.
Those are easier. But yeah, I think that's everything.
I think so too.
So I hope everybody has a good next 2 weeks, that you enjoy your crafting.
Make sure you check out Amanda Knits.
Yeah, go check out Amanda Knits.
Love him.
I can't wait to knit with Finter. So I hope everybody has a great 2 weeks.
Why is that yours? I'm just kidding.
Because you got Fox Farts. Fox Farts is yours. Mm-hmm. So I'll take Finter.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Finter could stay in the bin, and maybe I'll take avocado toast.
Well, they're different weights.
Well, this is worsted. Those are fingered.
No, this is fingering too.
Yeah, worsted, fingering, fingering. Yeah. All right.
We're gonna go make some frozen pizza.
Yeah, we're gonna make frozen pizza. We're gonna upload this to iMovies and wait for it to load to YouTube, which takes approximately 3 hours for the process. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll watch it.
This is just a bunch of jibber jabber now.
I know it is.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Are you all still there? Hi, Mom. I didn't say hi to you.
You didn't say hi.
Episode.
Nope. See what the coronavirus has done? Made kids lose all respect for their parents.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Have a good 2 weeks. We will see you next time.
Bye.